take a look at our ambrosia tree, my husband's favorite apple. And this is the first year it is blooming like crazy. We have blooms from the bottom all the way to the very top, and we are so excited to try the fruit this year. We also have apples and pears along our fence. This one here is called Hidden Rose. It's an apple with pink interior flesh, and this is also the first year it's putting on blooms, so fingers are crossed that we will actually be able to have fruit and hold on to them because our little squirrels want them just as much as we do. We also have blueberries, a pear seedling that I took from a D'Angelo pear. This apple tree here is the Worcester Pearman, and this is also the first year it's putting on flowers. You can see those little beauties. And beside it, this is a Japanese variety called Oran. I've heard really good things about its flavor and sweetness, and also the first year it is putting on flowers. So we are again really looking forward to having this fruit develop. But this beautiful fruit tree here, full of blossoms, is the Moonglow pear. I've read some discussions online about growing Moonglow pears. A lot of people have said it's really difficult and not enjoyable. We ate our first pear last year and we absolutely loved it. So this year I'm thrilled to have so many blooms. Here we have our raspberries, but I'm also thrilled for our Moonglow pear because this is my Clap's favorite, which pollinates my Moonglow and vice versa. So those two hopefully will pollinate each other well enough and we will get fruit set on both trees. Now for any of you watching beforehand, this is our Shiro plum tree that in early spring was just loaded, full of blossoms. You can see all the blossoms are dying back now. But this tree I did not have a pollinator for. It does put on some fruit set, but we don't know. I'm giving it one more year just to see if it can hold on to fruit, and if not, I'm going to pick up a Santa Rosa plum tree. Here is a look at another apple variety, which the tag came off and now I don't know what it is, but this is the first year it's putting on blooms. And we have our gorgeous amber autumn olive. This tree is wonderful as a landscape tree. It's so beautiful, highly prolific. You will have a beautiful set of little amber colored berries all over this tree. It's one of my favorites, as well as a nitrogen fixer. Another nitrogen fixer is the sea berry or sea buckthorn. This particular tree is called Corolla, and this is just now coming into bloom, but hopefully this year we'll get a really thick set of berries. Really looking forward to that one. We also have some rhubarb down below. We've got this beautiful tree here, which is our Asian pear tree. Again, the tag came off and now I can't remember what variety, but it has a very interesting growth habit. It's a very naturally weeping tree. So I'll be curious to see what happens this year, but this tree, along with my Moonglow pear and my Clap's favorite, should all pollinate each other. So again, fingers crossed we'll actually get fruit. Here is a look at our Nero Aronia berry. This is a first for me. I have not grown Aronia before, but it's putting on flowers, so we'll see what happens with those little berries. Here is an Asian pear seedling and another Asian pear seedling. Both of those have done really well. I had picked up an exceptionally sweet Asian pear from the market, ended up saving a bunch of seeds. These two that are in the backyard actually get a decent amount of sun, and they seem to do quite well here. So really excited to see what happens. One of my favorite apple trees is called the Del Corf apple. This is the second year it has put on prolific amounts of blooms. It has done so very well. Last year I learned my lesson. all my apples that were just teeny tiny got absolutely devoured by squirrels. So this year, once the apples develop, I will be covering them in netting so that this will be the year we get to try our star anise flavored apples. We also have some of our citrus trees we've taken outside now. This one here is our variegated pink lemon. And then we also have some other citrus that I've grown from seed, and they're all tucked in and around my hydrangea bushes. We've got some other pots full of raspberries. These are a thornless variety. And here in this little spot, I have our hascap berries, I've got some oregano, and I've got some chives growing. And then around those, I have one of our peach trees. This is a Red Haven. I grew up eating these peaches, absolutely love them. It has blossoms, don't know if they'll hold this year, but exciting to see that it is starting to blossom. But here is one of my peach seedlings. I've grown quite a few of these now from seed. This one so far is the largest, and this is the first year it also put on blossoms, and it's only 3 years old. So from seed to blossom, 3 years, and the trunk is quite large. It's a very hefty, healthy tree. I don't know if it'll hold its fruit set this year, but we definitely have hope for next year. We also have some pineapple guavas, 2 different cultivars. They're still pretty young, but I gotta find a place to plant them outside. We also have a whole bunch of types of blueberries, from pink lemonade to Duke, and some gooseberries also growing in this area. But now let's talk nectarine. This is a tree I've grown also from seed. It's done really well. It's not quite 3 years old yet, but it's looking happy and healthy. In here I've set up some bamboo trellises where I'll be growing my cucumbers and my tomatoes. And in front you'll see I have another trellis system set up where I'll be growing my shelling peas and my snow peas and my snap peas. Now if you want to have apple trees that are very compact and easy to plant in pots or in the ground, you might want to look at columnar apple trees. Here we have 2 varieties. This one here is our Golden Sentinel. It's putting on flowers on the bottom and the top. It has a very upright growth, as you can see. We also have Chilean guavas. Here is our second columnar apple tree called the Scarlet Sentinel. This one has done well in the past. It's putting on, again, lots of new blooms, and will have blooms top to bottom. And again, a great tree to grow if you are limited on space, but you want a delicious, tasty apple. We also have a loquat. When we first purchased it, it was quite a bit smaller, already had fruit. I had kept it indoors this year. Obviously this tree can handle the outdoors, but I kept it inside in the hopes that it would put on fruit and I'd be able to harvest it. It did not, so it's back outside again. And in this back corner here, we do have 2 olives. Both of these olive trees do pollinate each other. They actually handled the severe winter outside and did perfectly well uncovered on a south-facing wall. We also have some peonies and some other flowering plants coming up for my lovely little hummingbirds. In the back area here, I'm trying to protect these plants as much as possible. We have some more citrus. We've got my Australian finger lime here, and I also have some strawberry guavas. See, our finger lime is doing okay, no blossoms yet. But back here, we have some tamarillos. I've grown these from seed. They have been indoors all winter. When they came outside, they did get a little wind blown, but you need to see the size of these leaves. Look at this. It's massive. These are absolutely incredible plants to grow. I am very excited to hopefully get some fruit on those. They do grow from seed quickly and produce fruit within, I want to say, a year or 2. This is one of our Saskatchewan bred sour cherries. I think this one is the Romeo. It is putting on some flowers, and so hopefully we'll get a good flower set and fruit set. We also have one of my mulberries. It's the white makura. This one, we have not had any fruit yet, but we're super excited because once it puts on some fruit, they should be those long, beautiful, sweet mulberries. So very excited for what the future has to hold. In this area here, I do have like onions and garlic and herbs. We have some overwintered celery. This is actually a citrus seedling. I didn't have enough space to bring it inside, so I actually left it outside, uncovered all winter in a pot, buried in the ground. It survived the cold, the snow, the ice, the extreme negative temperatures. We are a zone 8B, but we got down to like -11 and it survived. It looks a little bit worse for wear, but it survived and it's doing well, so I've planted it in the ground without the pot now. This time of year is awesome because you get a little bit of wind and all the cherry blossoms start falling down and it looks like snow. It's such a beautiful time of year. So much hope and anticipation for what the coming months will bring. But I have kind of decided I'm going to make our garden more into that perennial than the annual garden. I want to have more time to do other things, and allowing my plants to just come back year after year after year will allow us to have less hands in the garden. I will still plant some of the things we love to eat and grow for vegetables, but it'll be mostly perennial with a few annuals. In this area, we have a lot of our citrus. We've got peonies growing in the pot in front. This is actually a persimmon I've grown from seed. It's done really well and is putting on exponential growth every year. We also have a lot of our pomegranates here. You can see 2 of them we've grown from seed. We have some lychees. This bendy tree here is an atamoya. And of course we have many other varieties of citrus growing. But in this pot, if any of you have watched our videos from the past, you knew I had a sagio persimmon. It unfortunately had an issue and it broke off entirely the trunk. And so I saved as many branches as I could, put them in this container over the winter covered by plastic bags. And as you can see, they have already started to open up and reawaken this year. All 9 cuttings have been successful. So I'm going to pop those up and we look forward to seeing what happens with our little persimmons in the future. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed our little mini garden tour, and I hope you learned something new, and no matter what you grow, I hope you all grow what you love. We'll see you soon.